Word on the street is it's 2016 again. Ah, my era.
The year I had a net worth of $47. The year I hopped a fence to get into Coachella and pretended I was invited on Instagram. The year of my eyebrows. The year of E6000 glue and my DIY marble floors. And the year all my dreams came true.
I just hit 5,000 subscribers the other day, so thank you so much for subscribing. Gonna hit 10K soon, so hit the subscribe button. I'm so excited.
What's up guys, it's Amber. Welcome back to my channel. It has been 10 years since my iconic contribution to 2016, and in 2016, boy did I love a classic storytime video. So I thought on the 10-year anniversary of my channel, it was only right to tell its story. How I got famous on the internet and stayed that way. So guys, story time. So our story starts way back before 2016. Let's go back to 1993. I was a kid who loved the spotlight, a true Leo. I always liked the finer things in life. You know, in hindsight, it's really very obvious that I was destined to be a professional shopper. I've honestly barely changed since 2001. But on a serious note, I really do think who you are is a very important piece of who you become. I was a big dreamer even back then. My mom fondly recalls my first big career idea was being an octopus. And as you pointed out, maybe I was onto something. 8 arms really would come in handy these days. As I matured and grew up from octopus, I decided I wanted to be Rachel Ray and be a chef on TV. And then I wanted to be Bob Barker and host a game show on TV. And then I wanted to be Oprah and host a talk show on TV. And what I really eventually learned is what I really wanted was just to be on TV. But I always knew I was going to be a YouTuber. I don't know how to explain that aside of I'm a little bit psychic. I always have been. I just kind of know things sometimes. Back when I was 12, hanging out at my twin besties, Claire and Elisa's house, we watched our very first ever YouTube video, Shoes. Oh my God, shoes. Obviously shaped me as a human being. And of course, we watched the generationally iconic Jenna Marbles' How to Trick People into Thinking I'm Good Looking. Revolutionary. And I remember thinking, YouTube, this is gonna be important. I've had maybe 10 of these moments in my life, but I call them my important moments. And I'm always right. So in the back of my mind, I always kind of knew YouTube was going to be important, and the universe knew too. I was voted most likely to have our own talk show in high school, probably due to my stint hosting the morning announcements. I was also voted most likely to get dress coded, but that's another story. After high school, I settled on the only actual be on TV career there was, broadcast journalism. A lot of people don't know this. Yes, I did go to college. After many years on the floor, my degree is now proudly hung on my wall. But much to my dismay, post-college, turns out you can't just walk into E and be Ryan Seacrest. So instead, I ended up doing every single odd job you could literally possibly ever imagine. I starred in K-pop videos.
Generationally hysterical content, like what is going on. I starred in lots of music videos actually, as well as your favorite shows like New Girl. Yes, killing it.
I was on Disney Channel.
I think I got paid $100 for this, very iconic.
Yes, that's me playing a dead prostitute on Criminal Minds. Bikini side chick number 15 in the Chainsmokers music video.
Oddly enough, super nice guys.
I even hosted, like, I'm not kidding, I don't even know what it was, a weed awards show. Like the person handing out the awards. I've never smoked a day in my life. So it was a very interesting time in my life. Mind you, I was broke during this era. Broke. The first like 10 months of 2016, I was a hot mess. And that's putting it kindly.
I was a Postmates driver at the time too, and the amount of parking tickets I got, it just like, my life was in shambles.
September 2016, I had a net worth of $47. Shit wasn't really going well. You know, I always say my nails are a good representation of how my life is going. This is my mental state also. This is it. Really look at that. So, needless to say, I wasn't doing great.
My parents are always like, Amber, when are you gonna like really get a big girl job and do it? I'm gonna be homeless if I don't make it because I can't support myself doing nothing forever.
I look happy in my clip, but I did a lot of crying that year. But you guys know this, my actual rock bottom was July 4th, 2016. I had crashed my car driving for Postmates and just was so down on my luck. I spent that night like sobbing uncontrollably on my roof and just, I begged God, I begged God on my roof to help me find my way. And you know, one of my favorite tweets ever is this one. I get chills thinking about it, but that is where my story really begins. I really do think my fairy tale began that night. So how I became famous on the internet starts with when I was not at all famous on the internet.
Hi guys, it's Amber Scholl, coming to you from my apartment kitchen. So it's really poor lighting and not the best location, but what can you do? This is what I'm working with.
During research for what to post on my channel, one of my girlfriends actually showed me this video of Tana and was like, this girl got 2 million subscribers telling story times. Like, you need to do what she did. And I watched the video and I thought, I could do that. And the next day, I tried it.
Today, I'm going to be doing my very first story time video. So it starts out with me going to the grocery store.
So that's why some of the first few videos on my channel are story times.
I have another story for you guys. So it all starts this weekend when I go to my weekly yoga class on Sunday. And this isn't normal yoga, this is hot yoga.
I've never even told her that, so if for some reason you watch this, Tana, thank you for the inspo. Met a few times, she's a total sweetheart. But I also looked to other greats and decided to emulate them. So my queen, Carly Bible, she did makeup tutorials, so I did a makeup tutorial.
I'm known in my Instagrams for having thick, fluffy eyebrows. I'm like spitting. So after a couple minutes of like filling it in, that is how I like my eyebrows to be.
I was literally just the Mean Girls meme. There was not an original thought in my head at that point. Like, Kylie wore wigs, so I did wigs.
Tips for buying a wig. My personal favorite, if you have dark hair like me, get an ombre wig. You gotta stay looking on fleek.
Mind you, this is fake Kylie cosmetics that I bought downtown because I couldn't afford the real stuff. It was really a time for me, guys. It was a time. I even did a tech review. God help us all.
Ta-da! I just got the new iPhone 7 and I'm so excited. I have not tested it out at all yet.
And shockingly, none of those videos skyrocketed me into superstardom. But I will tell you right now, being shameless is a very important part of getting famous on the internet. Like, I did not care that there was 2 people watching me. I didn't care that I was being embarrassing or whatever.
I just love talking to the internet. It's so much fun. Like right now, I'm talking to you guys and it's like, hi, I don't really know who you are, but it's still fun to talk to you. And you can be totally weird on the internet and it's totally fine, which is my favorite because I'm really weird.
You know, they say fortune favors the brave because it does.
Welcome to what is going to be my official YouTube channel. So I'm gonna start doing vlogs. So here is my very first one. I'm so excited.
I'm quite introspective and I always write lists of things that I learn every year. And one of the things that I had written was,
Charm the stars with grand gestures and reckless abandon of reality. The secret law of nature is that it bows to those who dare.
I was very bad on a big scale for a long time. And that's why I won.
Ta-da! Comb it a few times.
It's an audition before the universe, you know?
With every move you make, nature gets curious.
What if this dream came true?
Ultimately, I want to be a social media star with millions of followers.
Manifesting. I think every video I posted got maybe like 10, 11 views. But one of the biggest secrets to social media is this. 1 view is the same as 1 million views. It's just multiplied. If you can get one person to pay attention, you can get the whole world. So for my first 30 videos, I think I earned maybe 30 subscribers. Yes, earned. Word choice is very key here. You don't get subscribers, you earn them.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Press the button.
So I set off to make my imaginary millions of subscribers real. So just like anything else you want to become great at in life, you need to respect the craft. So after studying all the things on YouTube, I realized that every single viral post on the internet can be broken down into one of 4 categories: entertainment, education, inspiration, or relatability. These are the 4 main pillars that people come online for. Every single viral post is either wildly entertaining, wildly inspirational, wildly relatable, or what gave me my first taste of success, a wildly great idea. You guys remember those viral vanity mirrors that were like all the rage 2015, 2016? Woo! I wanted one so bad. I think at the time, even they were like $250, which was more money than I had literally ever had in my life at one time. So I found myself on YouTube typing in like DIY vanity mirror, and a couple things came up, but they were all like, and then you take this wire and then you calmly electrocute yourself through the conglomerate, and I was like, no, I'm a dumb bitch. I need something that I can do for like $20 max with no power tools and no risk of imminent electrocution. So I invented my own DIY vanity mirror.
I'm going to show you how I made my very own wall vanity mirror.
All you do is stick it on the wall. Like, it is the easiest thing in the world.
And there we go. We are fully illuminated, folks.
An original, one of a kind, wildly great idea. It had all 4 pillars of viral content, and I was right because it was my first video to ever hit 10,000 views. It also later became one of my first videos to hit 1 million views, but I'm getting ahead of myself in the story. So back to my first initial taste of success. I knew I was onto something, so I capitalized off what else do I want that I can't afford? Marble floors.
Since so many of you guys loved the vanity mirror that I built, see the marble floor down there? Dun dun dun. Guess what? I actually did that too.
A marble countertop.
All right, ladies, there you have it.
I think it looks pretty great for, you know, $20 DIY project. You know, in hindsight, I really was the pioneer of unconventional DIYs. Even back in college, I was hanging mirrors with high heels.
Another rule for viral internet success is you either need to be the first, the only, or the best. And with my deranged girly DIYs, I became the first, the only, and the best.
And there you have it, you guys. That is how I installed my very own marble floors. All right, there you go, you guys. That is how I built my little Instagram chair. That is how I marbleized my countertops.
Mind you, during this time, I had made $0. Like, I'm not even kidding. 0. I put Rich Girl as the song in literally every single one of them. And you can't monetize videos that you put copyrighted music in. So I made a total of $0 from those videos. Like, to this day, $0. But it's okay because they ended up being worth way more than the AdSense because they were the building blocks of my career. Another quick story time. I've actually only gone to a tarot card reader once in my life, and it was at this time. I went in and I was like, I don't believe in this, like this is gonna be nothing. The woman pulled out 2 cards. One was a baby, and she said this represents new life. You're gonna have a brand new life very soon. And the next card she pulled out was a knight, and she said this is a very unique card for a woman. You're going to save yourself, and you're going to do it with your own 2 hands. And she said there's an older woman's spirit here who's rubbing your head like this and telling you it's all going to be okay. And I was like, oh, that's weird because my grandmother used to do that. I just remember leaving thinking, wow, wouldn't that be nice, you know? God, I hope so. And a few weeks later, my whole life changed. I had my own 2 hands. The origin story of Broke Bitch Tips is actually this. I was sitting on set with one of my guy friends, just like exhausted. We'd been working for like 15 hours straight probably, and I was just like, I am so tired. I can't do this anymore. I'm so broke. He was like, what do you mean you're broke? You don't look broke on Instagram. And I was like, what are you talking about? He pulled up this fur coat picture of me, and he was like, broke? Marble floors and the fur coat? And I was like, oh, the fur is fake and the bag is also fake. Huh? The shoes, Forever 21, like $10. And he goes, wow, you sure are good at making cheap things look expensive. And I thought, important. And the next day I filmed how to make cheap clothes look expensive.
Here we go. Quick tips to make your broke hoe into a rich bitch.
And little did she know, that was exactly what she was going to do.
Totally cheap and totally fab. This was like $9, by the way. It's like magic.
And that video blew up. It was on the YouTube homepage. It had 100,000 views in 24 hours, and I had 100,000 subscribers in 24 hours. Basically, every single person who watched it subscribed.
You guys, I'm literally crying. Thank you. This is my dream.
I don't know if I have a screenshot anywhere, but there used to be this website called Social Blade, a live counter of the most subscribed to YouTube channels of the last 24 hours. And at one point, it was literally Justin Bieber Vivo and me.
Adding a satin coat makes this look like $20 bajillion.
Granted, I don't know why anyone was listening to me. My tips were questionable at best. However,
even ripped jeans and a t-shirt look like $1 billion.
The rest is history. Broke Bitch Tips was born.
Thank you so much for literally blowing up my channel overnight. I've been just sitting in my bed crying and I can't believe it. And thank you. Oh my God.
They say overnight success happens over a lifetime, and actually it's very true. The first 100 videos you make are your audition, but your next 100 videos are your career. And so began my career.
What's up, guys? It's Amber, and welcome back to my channel.
A few weeks later, I was recognized for the first time out shopping at the mall, and I got my first YouTube check, and let me tell you, that first check hit like crack. Still have it framed in the ballroom. I think it was like $4,000. And I've since made much more money than that over the years, but never felt wealthier than that day. I think some of the best advice that I have for social media is pick a lane and floor it. And that is exactly what I did. I picked my lane and floored it. Like I barely left my house. I like ignored all my friends, ignored my whole life, and all I did was sit inside and make videos. You know, Martin Scorsese said your job is to get the audience to be obsessed with your obsessions. And so a lot of videos were about shoes.
Best shoes in the world. Mine.
I love shoes.
I made video after video about anything that interested me. I wanted the glittery fishnets I saw on Pinterest. So did everyone else.
Ooh, looking good, girlfriend.
When I became obsessed with this new mysterious website, Amazon. I have actually never signed up for Amazon Prime until yesterday, so this is my first official Amazon haul.
Kim knew what she was doing when she picked this out. Ooh, baby.
What do you know? There were millions of girls out there just like me.
Can't believe anyone would want to watch a video of me trying on my own shoes, but
Turns out it is a small world after all.
Are you guys seeing this?
Over time, I realized that not only had the internet fallen in love with what I was doing, but they had fallen in love with me. And that is the real secret to social media success. Love. When people love you, you can do anything you want. I no longer needed viral ideas, I was the viral idea. I always say the day I realized people would watch me buy a vacuum is the day I realized I'd made it.
they all look the same.
Target the musical, starring me. Confused vacuum purchaser.
And so I started to grow my personal brand. Came up with series that indulged my own virality and my own personal thrills. The Shopping World Tour, best idea I ever had.
I love the Shopping World Tour. We're in Paris. Welcome to the Shopping World Tour. Christmas Spectacular.
This week, I'm skipping around Milan, Italy.
The Shopping World Tour presents London again.
I joke all the time that I became a professional shopper, but I did. For many years, I have literally been getting paid to shop.
Cinderella.
Unboxing everything I bought this month. Genius. I've had unbelievable career highlights over the years, but the Mall of America inviting me to go shopping has to be the #1. Like that was like peak, honestly, just peak. Wow.
Over 500 stores, and oh yeah, did I mention an indoor amusement park, an aquarium, and like a bajillion other things?
I still can't believe that happened. I did a video for Kim Kardashian's app.
What's up, guys? It's Amber, and you're watching KKW Beauty TV. Bum, 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 bum.
I met my idols, me and Carly Bible. I still can't believe we're friends. Hey Carly, love you. I literally could FaceTime her right now. How crazy is that? This is me and Sharpay on a revolve around the world trip together. I was too shy to ask her for a photo, but big step up from back when I hopped to the fence and pretended I was invited on Instagram. I did big brand collabs, all sorts of crazy things, and literally lived out every wild YouTuber dream I could have ever dreamed.
We're at the show. Greetings from BeautyCon.
And as you know, with great career success comes great financial success. And, well, let's just say I was not a broke bitch anymore.
We were making money in 2016.
Can we drop a monthly number?
Was making grand from views alone.
You know the meme where people say like, oh, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs? Slowly but surely, there were signs. Ironically enough, I tried to keep it under wraps for a little while. I was really afraid that, you know, if people knew that I wasn't a broke bitch anymore, I would lose the relatability. I would lose, you know, what made me famous in the first place. So despite all my dreams coming true, I kind of tried to keep that part of my life off camera. And eventually there was too many signs and it just was not a secret anymore. But even in that transition, I kept the heart of the channel the same. You know, I'm a girl's girl, I always have been. And the core of every single one of my videos from the beginning has always been helping girls. That is the heart.
Lift yourself up, ladies. You're all goddesses, and you deserve the world and more. What's a queen without her king? A frickin' queen. You're beautiful, you look great, and you deserve to feel fabulous. Be your own sugar daddy.
Just like I talk about having a central quote for your vision boards, central quote of my channel has always been to help girls. And to this day, that is what my content remains at its core. Every inch, every line on you is to be treasured as the treasure that it is, because they're what make you, you. You know, dreams, living your best life. I did it, and you can too.
Don't ever let life be anything less than everything you imagined it to be.
And with that, I was seamlessly able to transition from relatable to inspirational, and kept them both. I'm handsy. I know how to do this. You know, it's very hard to forget where you came from when there's live proof right online.
$1 in the bank, but I look freaking awesome.
And I'm so thankful for that. You know, I'm a smart cookie, you know? Nothing I ever did and nothing I do is ever by accident. It's show business. There's a whole business back end side to it. I have an agent, I have a manager, I have a lawyer. Hi, Bailey. But the brand is me. Which, truth be told, is really a double-edged sword. I think it's like so wonderful that my passions and my hobbies and my life has blended into my career in such a wonderful way. That being said, my life, my passions, and my career have all blended into me, and they're all the same thing. And like, even sitting here, like, looking at myself for this long, it's starting to make me crazy. Probably why a lot of creators have so much lip filler. The point is, it gets kind of hard to separate your real life from your online life. And, you know, I'd be lying if I said this wasn't the most unbelievable job in the world. But when you're an influencer, you are the brand. I protect my reputation like it's an asset, because it is. I watch my words, I stay out of drama, and focus on what I like to do. My lane, my hills. People are always like, I never really see you out at anything. That's because I'm at home working on my vision. This is not a video that anyone could make. This is also not a video that I could have made 10 years ago. You're not watching this video for motivational fluff from some random girl. You're watching this video because you know that I have earned wisdom, because I have built that trust and expertise over a decade of success live on camera.
Someday my house will look like this, but for now, I have $10.
Welcome to my own place.
This is the Sky Castle, get it? I made all my dreams come true, then monetized the process. Just like I started with DIYs, anything I wanted to see in the world, I just made myself. I love jewelry, I started my own brand.
Shout out to myself, 333 Beverly Hills, hey, hey.
And owning a wildly successful business gave me the financial freedom to be creatively free. You know, make videos not for views and trending topics, but for what I love and what I want to talk about. Like this.
Everything from video topics to merchandising, it's all from the same core question, you know, is this part of my more beautiful world? What do I want to see in the world? I'll bring it. I've stayed relevant for so long because the core is always relevant. Everything I do has a very specific North Star. So now comes my favorite part of the video, where I get to give you advice. I love giving advice, mostly because I love to talk. I would say I could talk to a wall, but my whole career is already me sitting and talking to a wall, basically. Like, this is just me and my wall. I've been talking to nothing. If you want to be famous on the internet, there are a few key things to focus on. Biggest thing is really getting to know yourself from an inside out perspective. What makes you special? What do you love? What do you want to share? There is a reason that button says share. What do you want to share? You know, the moment you stop performing for the camera and just start sharing is when you start winning. Think about it not so much as what you're inspired to do, but what you're compelled to do. Online and offline, what pulls at your heart the most? One of the main reasons I've never burnt out is because everything that I do on camera is the same thing that I would be doing off camera.
Like, you guys ask, what do I do for fun when I'm not at the mall? I'm at the mall.
People are always like, what's the secret algorithm? Like, what is it? There isn't one. You don't need to understand an algorithm, you need to understand people. The algorithm does not make people stars. People do. This industry is based on human connection, and it's every single one of you on the other end of this screen that made my career a success. Love, connection, that is the secret.
I love her. Oh my god! I've been watching you since like high school. This is the best place to meet someone ever.
Fame is loud, but relevance is quiet, and it pays to play the long game.
I've supported her since I was 16. I love her so much. I love her so much.
I have had a career, not a viral moment. Anyone can go viral, but not everyone can stay viral. Mostly because it is not about virality at all, it is about vitality, long-lasting reverence. The flex is not views, it's returning viewers. I have a lot of one-line bangers in this video, but how's this for another one? Being unforgettable beats being everywhere.
Another thing that I had written on my list is,
I don't play to win, I play to be remembered. If nothing else, I'm fierce and wildly unforgettable. You know, even 10 years on, people are like, oh my God, the crazy girl in the trash bag dress. Like, I remember you. You want to make content that people would miss if you disappeared, because you no longer are searching for an audience. The audience is searching for you.
Amber Scholl! Oh my God!
Hi, hello! God, I haven't seen her for so long.
I've been a fan since I was little.
What does it really even mean to be an influencer? You know, it can influence the fashion and the culture and kind of the way we decorate time in this era, but true influencer influences people to live their lives differently. To really influence someone is an honor. They're taking a piece of your life and your words and your inspiration.
You're such a great inspiration. So I've been dazzled with myself.
Your influence into their daily lives.
I saw your vlogs. I was like, I need to go to Paris. I need to go to the flea markets and thrift shopping because of you.
That is the best thing I've ever heard. That, guys, see, I'm making a difference.
You really are.
That is something I've always taken very seriously. You know, I always say I take being unserious very seriously, but everything from a tank top that I recommend to a necklace that I designed to advice that I give is a piece of my life coming into yours, whether that's physically or through the screen in an idea. And I think that's the making of a real influencer.
Inspired so many of my dreams to come true. I've grown up with you, so thank you. You're the best, Amber.
To be an influencer is an honor, so thank you. At the end of the day, I have been successful for one thing and one thing only: love. Love for what I'm sharing, and love from you.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you more. I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
I love you. I'm welcome.
I love Amber. Stop, I don't even know what to speechless right now. I finally met Amber.
you know, the internet is really just a chance to be who you are on a grander scale. The same principles apply online and off. It's be someone that everybody wants to know.
It's beautiful personality, amazing in person, that girl.
Oh, you're gorgeous. Stop. She's just as beautiful in person. I promise. She's gorgeous, stunning.
Manifestation 101, the best. The best.
I love moments like that. You know, I love my manifest masterclasses and my vision boards. And
I have a lot more like specific social media if you want to be an influencer advice. Most of you came here just for a story, but in case you're interested in like the real nitty gritty, the inside tea, how I did it then and how I would do it today, all the things that I really know, a real masterclass course.
specifically designed for aspiring influencers, this is my real raw advice on how to go viral and turn the internet into a career.
My version of how to get famous on the internet. No gatekeeping, just vibes. I'm literally telling you everything.
You can buy the course now and you will have full access to the video lessons, which will all be updated next Sunday when it officially launches. I can't wait to teach you.
You know, I put teaching a masterclass on my vision board, so we're already doing it. It's January, let's go. You know, I've always wanted to be a teacher, so this most certainly is part of my vision. You know, I actually consider myself quasi-retired because I really do, like, I do this for the love of the game at this point. You know, I made my money, I made my success. This is my victory lap. This is for the girl I was in 2016, who would be so, so proud.
Someday we'll all be living in castles and palaces.
This is literally not even different than my everyday attire.
Despacito, Puerto Rico. And as I look back on 2016, I feel so proud of her.
I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup. Broke and bougie. Do your own nails, dye your own hair, super easy, and fake it till you make it, my friends.
I would not be who I was today without her, and
Something else I had written on my list is who you are is not possible without who you were. Always turn back and look at yourself with love.
Bring her with you. You know who wakes up and giggles with glee at the marble floors in the foyer? The same girl who giggled with glee over the old ones. I've said this before, but success doesn't change you. I really think it just amplifies who you always were.
So now it's free because I did it, right?
Yeah, it's a discount.
I get the discount for doing it. DIY marble floors, guys!
Years ago, I was building a shoe wall and buying chandeliers and dreaming of marble floors, and now I'm doing the exact same thing. The chandeliers got bigger and brighter, the shoes got more fabulous and more expensive, help, and the marble floors got real. The last 10 years have really just been a vlog of my dreams coming to life. I'm the same exact person that I was back then, just a little better. I really do believe that the essence of who you are carries into everything, and even in the different eras, you adapt and you change and you grow, but the essence of who you are always remains the same.
But don't forget to treat yourself. You may have $1 in the bank, but if you want it, buy it. It's my motto. It's not a good motto, but it's fun.
I feel like we really grew up together, you know? I built much less of a fan base than I did a family.
Hi, George!
To have an army of women behind me and men, hi guys, is such an honor, and I'm still so humbled when I think about like the amount of people watching this video is enough to sell out Staples Center like multiple nights in a row, and that is, I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. Staples Center for little old me.
And your biggest fan for so long. Stop!
It's easy to forget because you spend a lot of your time alone, but in the real world, when even one of you comes up and says hi, I'm just like, oh my God, like the person watched me, like this meant something to someone.
Oh, ran into. I'm still catching my breath.
It shocks you right back into the gravitas of it all, you know, like, wow.
Oh my God. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
So the 10-year reflection, 10 years on the internet is a truly like generational run. Like that's a really long time to be on the internet, and to maintain that is not accidental. It's skill, it's science, it's destiny, and it's God. People ask me a lot if I still believe in God. You know, after knowing the story, I prayed to find a way and I found it, and the answer is yes, absolutely. I believe in God more today than I ever have, and I believe in myself more too.
Oh, you guys, look at this. Do you see? Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. That is the most, oh my God, it like you can see it all the way.
Really close this out. I don't like tripods, so we're doing this old school. Haha, much more like it. I really do feel like I got my happily ever after. You know, I sit in my aptly named sky castle and I just think, wow, what an incredible story.
From every dream I've crossed off my vision board to every DIY, every Halloween costume I ever made, every crazy outfit I ever wore, and every crazy video I ever decided to do.
What's up? What's up, mama? Looking good.
Every trip I ever traveled, every milestone I ever hit, everything I've done over the last 10 years has been shared with you. And you've shared your life right back.
Someone sent me a message once that said, maybe you are our guardian angel and we are yours. You know, in the end, I think you guys have meant more to me than I've ever meant to you. And so here I am, 10 years on from 2016. Never changed the bad lighting, never got a fancy camera, never did any of that. And while the situation has certainly changed, the heart has stayed the same. Just a girl sitting in her bedroom, talking to all the other girls sitting in their bedroom. Life is whatever it is you want to believe it is anyway, so I always choose to believe in magic, an unlimited amount. I talk a lot about legacy because I think about it a lot. When people look back and be like, whatever happened to that Amber Scholl girl? Of course I hope you remember that I taught you to walk in heels, but what I hope you remember the most is the core. As I put on my original vision board in 2016, I hope you remember, but what if it does? Like, this is the kind of video I hope people watch it 10 years from now in 2036 and they think, oh, this is why she lasted.
And in the end, like any fairy tale, my happily ever after came from a lot of magic, some trials, tribulations, and a little bit of pixie dust, but mostly it was love from you watching. That is how I got famous on the internet.
I'm so excited! Yay!
You know, whether you've been here since 2016 or if this is the first time we've ever met, thank you for being part of my someday. And in true YouTuber fashion, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. As I used to say.
Kisses till next time, my loves, and I'll see you soon. XO.
If this video ever gets out, that's gonna be weird, but oh, how do I turn this off? Okay. Bye.